China, and many are telling us that this could provide the momentum, the reopening that is, for oil prices to revisit $100 a barrel, possibly even higher later on this year. Do you see that happening?
Good morning, Sri. So the Chinese rebound is beyond doubt. I guess what the big poser for the oil markets is when we see some tangible signs of Chinese buying emerging, or greater buying, especially crude imports, emerging in the markets. I think that's something that the market is waiting for beyond the initial boost in sentiment and that sentiment-driven rally that we saw in crude prices. I guess the market is waiting for that next signs in the physical buying space, but also at what pace it comes back. Sri, I'm not in that camp that it's all systems go from here, and yes, before we know it, prices are climbing above $100. I think it might be more gradual. The initial boost in Chinese demand is obvious. We are seeing a lot of travel happening domestically, internationally, especially that's positive for jet fuel. But yes, when does Chinese economy actually pick up momentum again? I think that's a big question.
Right, so there's a high degree of uncertainty about the demand profile. How then is that going to factor into OPEC's calculus, Vandana?
So OPEC has its eyes, of course, on Chinese oil demand recovery. And as we've seen in their recent monthly reports and comments by ministers as well, they are a little bit cautious. They're optimistic, obviously, that there will be more demand for their crude from China this year, but they're cautious as to exactly the reasons I laid out earlier, that overall we don't know at what pace it returns. OPEC also has its eyes on Russia. So Russia has been another looming uncertainty for the markets in the lead up to the December EU ban on crude, and now we have the products ban kicking in the next few days. Overall, Russian oil supply, crude supply, has not been disrupted to the extent markets might have feared. So those two uncertainties are the reason that OPEC is best for them to just stand still for the time being.